I know, I haven't made a video in a little while, but I have a perfectly good explanation. About a month ago, I got a hockey stick in the face, and to be honest, I was a little self-conscious about getting back in front of the camera. You know, during this hockey stick incident, I can admit I was talking when I should have been listening, but come on, that's no reason to rearrange this poor mug of mine. So, during this period of healing and self-reflection, I kind of thought to myself, man, I wish I could trade this used puck bag for a face for a newer one. Then I kind of thought to myself, hell, why don't I just watch a movie that has all to do with taking your face off, quite literally.
I'd like to take his face off. His face off. The face.
Yeah, so there you have it. I watched Face Off. Classic film that has us asking whether or not it's better to have the face of a insane overactor or a creepy Scientologist. Either way, grab a cold one and join me for another movie review from the Great White North.
The movies might be good or bad, but at least the reviews will be beauty.
Face Off is a 1997 action thriller directed by John Woo. So, you know you can count on three things: dual-wielding guns, standoffs, and most importantly, doves. Sweet, sweet slow-motion doves. Sure, John Woo has his trademarks, but I'm a fan nonetheless. As long as we're talking about Chow Yun-Fat, John Woo collaborations like Better Tomorrow, The Killer, and Hard Boiled, I'm in, not in the way. I will say that you probably want to avoid later John Woo installments from the early 2000s like Mission Impossible 2, Wind Talkers, and Paycheck, because at that point in his career, John Woo was just in it for the paychecks.
My paycheck ready? Alrighty.
Right out of the gate, we are introduced to our two main adversaries through a flashback. On one side, we have Nick Cage as Castor Troy, a terrorist assassin with a perverted mustache. On the other, John Travolta as Sean Archer, an FBI agent who has an affinity for touching faces in a totally creepy way.
Too much. You're out of touch. I'm out of time.
Now, I like to call this the old creepy peepee face touch. If you're into drinking games while watching a movie, this one's for you. Each time you see one of those old creepy peepee face touches, you slam one back, you're gonna get a little tipsy, let me tell you. Alright, anyway, flash forward to present day and the boys are up to the same old hijinks. Castor Troy is planting bombs, grabbing ass in church, and saying some pretty perverted shit.
You know, I can eat a peach for hours.
Yep, still a bad guy. But not to worry, Archer and the FBI are hot on his tail. And Archer hasn't lost that love of the old creepy peepee face touch either, let me tell you.
Just a little of that human touch.
Yep, still a creeper. In short time, the terrorist sex offender is ambushed, apprehended, and in a coma. Good job, FBI. You've done it. Case closed. Movie over. Oh shit! We forgot about that bomb that Castor Troy planted. Crap! And we can't just go around asking people if they've seen a perverted priest grabbing asses and doing suspicious type stuff. There would be too many suspects, that's right. Damn it, Archer, you gotta get into the right mindset to take down this criminal. To take down this pervert, you need to become the pervert. That's right. And how are we gonna do it? Experimental face transplant with your sworn enemy, baby. But Archer, here's the thing. The mission is super hush-hush, so you can't tell your boss, and most of all, you can't tell your wife. Alright? So, before you leave, you better get in your old creepy peepee face touches before it's too late.
Come on, girl. We all need the human touch.
Now, I'll admit, this shit is pretty outlandish, but I only have one qualm with the whole process. When they're doing this whole face transplant procedure, why do they gotta cut his hair at the same time? I mean, have you ever got a haircut before and got like hair in the collar of your shirt and shit? I mean, it's itchy and annoying, but can you imagine getting that like in your face? Ugh, Jesus Christ.
What's the matter? Face itches.
That's it. No other issues. I mean, it seems like pretty solid reasoning for swapping another person's face. And you know what? The mission is pretty easy peasy. I mean, infiltrate a secret prison as your enemy? Check. Coerce the bomb's location from your enemy's dirtbag brother? Check. Now, I mean, everything's going to plan. Now, it'd be a real shame if the person whose face you stole suddenly woke up from their coma and stole your face, and then killed everybody that knew about it. Now, this is the point in the movie I like to call, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit. Unfortunately for Archer, this is the low point of the movie. I mean, the bad guy has assumed your identity. He's become a hero for disarming the bomb that he planted in the first place. And, oh yeah, now he's about to bang your wife. Now the race is on to escape from prison and stop this perverted terrorist from giving your wife a goddamn venereal disease. Oh yeah, and you probably want to get your face back. That's a good one. That's a good one. Now, there's only one way to convince everyone of who you really are. And you know what that is? You're gonna have to touch their face in a totally creepy way. That way, they know it's you.
And sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much.
In the end, we are treated to explosive action and intense gun battles. But that's expected from a movie where you swap your face with a pervert terrorist. That same perverted terrorist steals your face, and for the remainder of the movie, you're trying to get your face back. Happens. And, spoiler alert, for a movie that came out in 1997, Archer gets his face back. That's right. And we all know the only way to celebrate this momentous occasion. You know it. Creepy peepee face touch. Oh yeah.
'Cause he's loving who he's touching, he's squeezing.
Now, this really isn't associated with the movie, but I would like to point out that the same creepy peepee face touch is probably responsible for getting his whole family infected with coronavirus in present day. Yeah.
She seems to have invisible touch, yeah. She reaches in.
Creepy peepee face touches aside, this movie rules. It is absolutely elevated by terrific performances from both Nicolas Cage Johnny Travolta.
You good looking.
Most of the movies that I've reviewed have either been completely bonkers or ones that are near and dear to my heart. Ones I could watch anywhere, anytime. Fortunately for all you that haven't seen Face Off, this is one movie that happens to be both. I mean, for all you Venn diagram nerds out there, this is one hell of an intersection. If you made it this far into the review, teetering on the precipice of whether or not you should watch this bad boy, do it. You'll be glad you did. I mean, at least it'll be more entertaining than whatever fucking Netflix original garbage that was released this week. I mean, from my perspective, it's hard to find a better movie. That's just me. In my books, I'd rate it a solid 8.3, right? For top-notch action, insane acting, and an absolutely unique premise. So, there you have it. That's the score. And that's the review.
Dress up like Halloween, and ghouls will try to get in your pants. I hate to see you go. I love to watch you leave.